Here we have verse 48 of the 12th chapter, Gospel of John. Jesus has just said to those who have been hearing his words that he is not going to judge them, that's not the reason that he came. That's especially true, of course, in terms of his earthly ministry before the crucifixion, resurrection, the great events that unfolded through the rest of the first century. That his purpose was there not to judge, but actually that people might have life, as he says on other occasions. But that doesn't mean that there is no judgment, and of course this verse that we have before us here wants to drive that point home. And so he continues, ho, this is the masculine singular nominative article, so the, and then opheton. This is a participle, present active participle. It's the masculine singular nominative, so it goes along with the article. It's really the verb tithemi, which means to place or to put, but this is the negation of it, so we have the tithemi. This is a participle, so it means instead of placing or putting something, not doing that, and it therefore idiomatically has the idea of to reject something, to not place it or put it in a situation where it would be respected, would be the idea. So the rejecting, and then the direct object of it is the accusative, singular, personal pronoun. So the rejecting me one would be the idea. This is the participle at work. And then another participle phrase, kai, the connective, me lambanon. So me is the negation of non-indicative moods. Here another participle, lambano, I take or I receive. Once again, this is the present active participle, masculine singular nominative, so it's the same as the earlier participle. So the not receiving. So the rejecting me one and the not receiving me one, only in this case what's not being received is what we have here, ta remata. The words, this of course is in the accusative, neuter, plural, so the words, rema, mu, of me. So the one who rejects me and does not receive the words of me, and then the principal verb here, eke, from echo, I have, third person singular, present active indicative, has, and then here's another participle, has tone, krenonton, or krenonta, outtone. Krenontas, from kreno, I judge, can be stronger than that, I condemn. This, in this case, is another present active participle, masculine singular accusative now, because it's the direct object of eke, and so has the judging him one. So the one who rejects me and does not receive, the one who does not receive my words, has the one that judges him already. And you might scratch your head wondering who that is, and of course Jesus answers the question immediately. Ho, again the masculine article, ho logos. Interesting now, this is the singular of the more common word for word, or the more strategic, maybe I should say, as opposed to rhemata, which is plural. This is the word singular, the word hon, relative pronoun, now functioning as the direct object of elalesa. This is from laleo, I speak. This is the first person singular, aorist active indicative, so the word which I spoke is that, so the demonstrative pronoun, akenos, the nominative here, that krene judges. This is the same word as krenonta, except now it's the simple verb. It's actually in the future, the contract verb here, so will judge. That one will judge, outtone, the direct object, masculine accusative, singular, will judge him. And then en, preposition, takes the dative. Here's the dative article, en te escate, in the last, and then hemera, the last day. There is a last day, of course, to human history. Those who say that history simply goes on indefinitely are mistaken from a biblical point of view. There is a last day, and what Jesus says here is in that last day, the word that he has spoken will judge. And so even though Jesus disclaims being there, in a sense, to play the role of a judge, nevertheless, manifestly he reserves to himself the capacity of so doing, because, of course, his point here is in the last day, the word that he speaks, these words, that come as the truth of heaven itself, will stand in judgment with respect to those who did not receive it, who rejected it. And that is therefore standing as a great warning for those who were in a position of discounting and dismissing the truth that Jesus revealed.